What's going on, everyone? So Austin Reaves, big question is how much is he going to get paid this upcoming offseason? The way he's playing right now, the max, right? The way he's playing right now, I mean, the guy's playing like an MVP. The guy has been absolutely ridiculous. Him and Luka Doncic have really done wonders for this Lakers team, especially without LeBron and one or the other out for a significant time. But Austin Reaves, we know he wants to be a Laker. He's made that clear. I mean, he could have been drafted and chose to go undrafted just so he could be a Laker. He's always wanted to be a Laker. There have been talks for years that he doesn't ever want to leave the Lakers, right? And the way he's playing, the Lakers, I mean, they couldn't even trade him right now, even if they wanted to, because you wouldn't be able to get the value because his contract's too cheap, right? Like, it's one of those things where it's just like if you're the Lakers, you have to re-sign him. And you're hoping that he can still keep up and maintain to the high level that he's performing. So that way it's justified when you pay him, right? A lot of this is going to predicate on the playoffs, right? It's just that simple. And I said this even in the offseason. I said verbatim, Austin Reaves could average 50 points, 50 rebounds, and 50 assists and put up Wilt Chamberlain level numbers. And at the end of the day, it's going to come down to his playoff performance because we know what he can do during the regular season. It's the playoffs. The playoffs are going to be the difference between him getting a max or him getting 20 million, right? Like if he has another just dud like that. So it's going to be very interesting to kind of see if that version of Austin Reaves can show up. And I'm not saying he has to be like MVP level in those playoffs. I mean, if he does, he's definitely getting a max. But just be good, right? Just don't be, basically unplayably bad in the playoffs. And if he can do that and he can continue to play to a high level and show that like him and Luka Doncic, those two guys can be the catalyst and potentially win you multiple NBA championships, then yes, absolutely he deserves to get paid and he deserves to get his bag. And, if he's to that level, even if you do need to trade him at some point, you'll be able to. But his max contract is... We don't know the exact amount because it's like 25% of the cap, but we don't know exactly what the cap's going to be. It's roughly 41 to 42 million starting is what his new contract would be. He'd start around 41, 42 million. Let's just call it 42 million just to be easy, just to be safe, right? So talking to Austin Reaves about 42 million. Again, if he's playing to the level that he's playing right now, he deserves the 42 million. Before this season, right? I said he's probably in that 25 to 30 million range, right? But I thought he'd get probably closer to 35, right? Just you look at kind of the contracts that other guys have gotten that were in similar positions to Austin Reaves, similar stats, things like that, going in, kind of the third option, all that stuff, right? Austin Reaves getting about $30 million made sense, right? Like ideally you want him at like 4 years or 5 years, 125 million, something like that, whatever. But maybe you do like the declining contract where maybe you front load it, give him 35 million year one, and then it goes to 32, then 30, then 28, then whatever, right? Like maybe you do something like that. Get creative. There's ways you can do it. You figure it out. But reports have came out from both Dave McMenamin and ESPN that Austin Reaves isn't obsessed with the money. He just wants to stay with the Lakers, which if this is true, this is huge for a couple reasons, right? So again, according to Dave McMenamin, Austin Reaves is not obsessed with over-earning every dollar possible on his next deal and wants to spend his entire NBA career with the Lakers. And that's per Dave McMenamin. And you've also seen him and Luka Doncic's relationship. I mean, they have probably the best relationship in all of basketball. Like, they are so fun to watch, right? Like, you think of duos and the way that they poke fun at each other and just mess with each other. Like, Luka hits the half court, like the 3/4 of a quarter shot, and then like Austin Reaves hits like another one, but Luka Doncic goes over to Reaves and points to where he shot his and basically tells him like, you shot it over there, I shot it here, haha type thing. Like, I love it. I love the relationship. Like, it reminds me of like things like Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan's relationship, where they were doing press conferences and stuff. Like, it's just, you get those like duos in the league where you're just like, this is great. Like, this is just fun to watch, right? And that's what I think Austin Reaves and Luka is. They clearly love each other, which is hilarious because there were reports that like Austin Reaves hates playing with Luka and LeBron hates playing with Luka and all that stuff. And look at how much that has changed, right? This is important, right? Like, Austin Reaves he's going to get a bag, and he's going to get a bag offer regard. Like, there's already reports about Brooklyn potentially offering him a max contract because they really need him. Like, there's going to be other teams that are going to offer him some money. He wants to be a Laker. I've even said in the past, like, I could see him taking a discount just to stay with the Lakers, right? So, like, let's just use the Brooklyn Nets as an example, right? Sticking with the $42 million I talked about. Let's say Brooklyn offers him that $42 million. I could see him taking 37 to stay with the Lakers, right? Now, I don't want people to have the expectation he's going to take a discount. B, have the expectation that even if he does take a discount, that it's going to be a significant discount. Right? These are all things that need to matter. But if Austin Reaves is willing to take, say, the $35 million or let's say $32 million type thing, like, and you know, you have the increments increase and stuff like that. Or like I said, maybe you kind of do the front end contract at like 37 and then it drops to 35, then 32, and then so on and so forth, right? Like, one, it's going to come down to how the Lakers structure his contract and what Austin Reaves is open and willing to do. Two, it's going to come down to how much is Austin Reaves truly willing to take. Because if he's willing to take, say, like I said, $35 million, that extra $7 million is significant. That extra $7 million is the difference between you getting other players or other pieces or not, or you being an apron team or not, all those things, right? Like, if Austin Reaves is willing to take $30 million, I mean, that's the difference between you getting another like mid-tier guy, right? Because you got to keep in mind, right? Like, Lakers have to, A, pay Austin Reaves. B, if DeAndre Ayton keeps playing the way he's playing, you're going to have to pay DeAndre Ayton. C, Jake LaRavia, if he keeps improving and keeps playing the way he's playing, you're going to have to pay Jake LaRavia. So you're going to have several guys you're going to have to pay at some point. And that's not counting like a Dude Thero, right? Like Bronny James at some point, like whatever other picks and things like that. Like, so Luka Doncic is going to be due a new contract in 2 years, and then that's going to be probably an insane amount of money and all that stuff, right? So Austin Reaves' willingness to take a discount, which again, it depends on how much he's willing. You know, because like if it's like 42 to 40, like, yeah, he took a discount. And yes, that could be the difference between you being a first apron team or a non-apron team, things like that, right? Like, it still would be huge if he took a discount regardless. But the impact overall isn't as massive as it would be otherwise, right? Like, so, but you also got to keep in mind with Austin Reaves, he's also a very unique person, right? He's somebody that's in LA, loves LA, wants to be in LA. A lot of that is just because of the golfing and stuff, but like, he is very small town, right? He's very simple. He doesn't dress all flashy. He's not rocking supercars. He's not in the club popping bottles with models and stuff like that. Like, he's not, like, he's just to himself. You know, you don't really hear even like workouts and stuff. It's like, dude, is this guy even working out? Because you don't hear nothing. It's very to himself. He's very humble. He just hoops and plays golf, right? Like, that's his whole thing. Those kind of guys are important, right? Because those are the kind of guys that will take that discount. Because, like, what do I need $40 million for? Like, dude, I'm making $14 million. I have more money than I know what to do with a dream of. I don't even spend it. Like, Austin Reaves has said it himself. They've asked him in past, like, you know, hey, like, what do you do? He's like, nothing. Like, my money just kind of sits. Like, I don't really do anything. Right? So he's probably looking at it as like 40, like, what am I going to do with $40 million? Right? Like, you know, even after my agents and all that other stuff, I'm still going to walk away with, you know, $20 million a year, 25. Like, what am I going to do with $25 million a year? Right? Like, so again, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be like, hey, just give me the 15 again. Right? Like, you know, like, hey, like, I'm not saying he's going to go crazy with it. Right? But again, like, there's a huge difference between him making $42 million and like 35 or $42 million and $30 million. Like, would he take $30 million a year? Because if he'd be willing to take $30 million a year, whoo, I mean, if you're the Lakers, you have to go all in at that point. You have to, I mean, if you have to be a second apron team for a couple of years, you do it because you'd have Luka Doncic and Austin Reaves well under market value, especially Luka Doncic, right? Like, for what he could have gotten under a supermax. So you'd have two guys well under value that you could have then, like, you got to go and get it. You got to all in, right? You got whatever you got to do. If you got to get into the taxes and you got to get into the aprons and all that stuff, if you got to call aspiration, whatever you got to do, you know, it was a joke, but whatever you got to do, you got to get that done in order to like get this team to championship level so you can win multiple championships, because that would be huge for the Lakers. And it wouldn't really shock me, right? Again, I think it's really going to boil down. Like, I'm not one of those people that, expect people to take a discount, right? Like, LeBron James, I talked about him taking a discount, obviously, because he was open and willing to do so before. But I even said, even when he didn't take the discount, I was like, look, he doesn't have to, right? He's earned that more money. That more money's his, right? Like, so same thing. Like, if Austin Reaves continues to play to the level that he's playing, and he does that in the playoffs, especially if the Lakers win the championship this year, and he's like, nah, I want my bag. Give me my $42 million. No problems. Right? Give him it. He earned it. It's warranted. You need that. Now, problem is you got to hope that he maintains that because he's in a contract year. Something else you got to be careful with, right? But if he wants that $42 million, he earned it, give it to him, right? But if he earned that $42 million, he's like, hey, give me 35. I'll take 35 a year. Whew, I'm telling you, that could be huge for this Lakers team. Not just for this next season coming up, but just for the however long that contract is, 4 or 5 years, right? Because again, that's every year you're talking $7+ million in savings that the Lakers will get while the salary cap continues to increase. While like that could be, again, huge for Lakers. That's the difference between you being an apron team. That's the difference between you being able to get another guy or not, or being able to use your full mid-level exception, or being able to use all these little things. So anyway, as always, this is a discussion. I pass a question to you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. Lets me enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.